society tells you growing up you should fantasize about kicking a ball and dream about that, but it didn't really interest me. I tried to maybe pretend that I was interested in it, but...
In the world of combat sports, few personalities spark as much drama as Conor McGregor. But now it's not the fighter himself, but his fiancée Dee Devlin, who is at the center of a whirlwind controversy. What shocking statement did she make, and why did it get immediately shut down? Let's dive in. Dee Devlin, who has long been the rock of Conor McGregor's personal life, recently made headlines with a highly emotional post on Instagram, with McGregor preparing for a potential UFC comeback. The timing of her statement couldn't have been more impactful. In the post, Dee openly accused another woman of sending explicit messages and photos to Conor while he was away, sparking outrage and concern. She described how the woman had relentlessly pursued McGregor, even during a 3-day bender, and hinted that CCTV footage might show inappropriate actions. Devlin's post was filled with a rawness that stunned her followers, many of whom had always seen her as a pillar of strength and support behind McGregor. She explained how deeply hurt she felt by the betrayal and the emotional toll it had taken on her and her family. "We've been through much worse in private," she wrote, suggesting that despite the public's perception, the couple had dealt with their own challenges behind closed doors. Her words weren't just an airing of personal grievances. They hinted at deeper issues within their relationship, issues that many fans were unaware of. The internet exploded with reactions, some offering support while others criticizing her for airing her personal drama in such a public manner. But what happened next was unexpected. Her statement was quickly shut down. But who did it and why? Within hours of Dee's explosive Instagram post, things began to take a dramatic turn. The statement was met with immediate backlash, not only from fans but also from some high-profile figures close to Conor McGregor. The most notable of these reactions came from Conor himself, who in his usual blunt manner responded to the accusations and clarifications online. Despite his fiancée's emotional plea, McGregor issued a statement that seemed to downplay the gravity of the situation. While he acknowledged his past mistakes, McGregor remained firm that everything that had transpired was consensual. It was a reminder of his well-known bravado. He wasn't the type to show vulnerability in the face of scandal. His comment was quick and to the point, distancing himself from any potential scandal that might affect his career. This in many ways was seen as an attempt to shut down the growing narrative. Conor's deflection of blame and emphasis on consent suggested that Dee's personal feelings were being overshadowed by his desire to protect his public image. Furthermore, McGregor's past legal issues and controversies only added fuel to the fire, as fans began to question if this was just another chapter in McGregor's long-running saga of personal turmoil. But the shutdown didn't end with McGregor's response. Behind the scenes, his team of publicists and managers quickly went to work, attempting to control the damage and minimize the fallout. They knew that if the public perception of McGregor and his fiancée deteriorated too much, it could have dire consequences for his career. As expected, the public's reaction was mixed. Some fans rallied behind Dee, expressing sympathy for her emotional post and the hurt she was clearly feeling. They empathized with her frustration and felt that it was time for the world to see the toll that fame and celebrity had taken on her family. After all, many believed Dee had stood by Conor through thick and thin, even when his actions were questionable. On the flip side, others criticized Dee for going public with the couple's private struggles. They argued that it was unnecessary to air such personal details on social media, especially when McGregor was about to make his return to the UFC. Was this a calculated move to gain sympathy, or was Dee simply acting out of raw emotion? For some, this episode felt like just another example of the drama that seems to follow McGregor's every move. The fighter, whose career had already been marred by legal troubles, controversies, and moments of extreme bravado, was once again the center of attention. But this time, it wasn't solely due to his actions. Instead, it was the storm brewing within his personal life. Dee Devlin has always been an integral part of Conor McGregor's life. From the beginning of his rise to fame, she has been his partner, confidant, and the mother of his children. While McGregor often enjoys the limelight, Dee has largely stayed out of the public eye, supporting him quietly behind the scenes. However, recent events have shown that Dee isn't afraid to speak out when she feels betrayed or hurt. This statement on Instagram, though a stark departure from her usual composed demeanor, revealed that she was ready to fight back against those who have wronged her and her family. Her loyalty to McGregor has often been seen as unshakable, but how much of it can withstand the intense pressure of constant media scrutiny? For the public, this post marked a significant shift in Dee's persona. No longer was she the silent partner behind the UFC champion. As this drama unfolds, the potential impact on Conor McGregor's career is significant. The UFC superstar has always been able to separate his personal life from his fighting career. But the controversy surrounding his fiancée could create a lasting distraction. Will the public's perception of McGregor change because of Dee's statement? Could this affect his brand, his endorsements, and his future inside the octagon? McGregor has always been a polarizing figure, with fans who love him and critics who can't stand him. The latest controversy only adds another layer to the public's perception of the fighter. His ability to overcome scandals may not protect him from long-term damage to his brand. His marketability goes beyond the octagon, relying heavily on his image. Sponsors avoid controversies that could harm their reputation, and ongoing negative press could jeopardize McGregor's lucrative endorsement deals. The next few months will determine if his resilient persona can salvage his public image. The timing of this public drama is crucial. Conor McGregor is reportedly preparing for his return to the UFC in 2025, and all eyes are on him as he gears up for what could be one of the most high-profile comebacks in sports history. But with this latest controversy swirling around his personal life, will McGregor be able to maintain the focus and discipline needed to perform at his best? The fact that Dee's statement came just as McGregor is preparing for his UFC comeback raises a lot of questions. Was it a moment of vulnerability from Dee, or was it a strategic move to shift the narrative and gain attention? And if it was an attempt to gain sympathy, did it work or did it backfire? For McGregor, the situation presents a delicate balancing act. On one hand, he is trying to make a successful return to the UFC and rebuild his reputation as one of the sport's top fighters. On the other, he must also deal with the fallout from Dee's public statement, which could have unintended consequences for both his personal and professional life. This incident brings into sharp focus the broader issues of celebrity loyalty and forgiveness. Celebrities are often under constant scrutiny, and their personal lives become fodder for public consumption. In McGregor's case, his personal relationships have been just as controversial as his fighting career. His loyalty to his fiancée Dee and her loyalty to him have often been questioned, especially in the wake of McGregor's past missteps. How does public opinion shape the way we view these celebrities and their relationships? As the drama between Conor McGregor, Dee Devlin, and the public unfolds, it's clear that this is far from over. While McGregor remains focused on his UFC comeback, the storm brewing in his personal life could have lasting effects on his career and public image. What happens next will be crucial, but one thing is certain: the saga is one to watch. If you found this breakdown interesting, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on this unfolding drama. What do you think about Dee Devlin's statement? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.